Welcome back to Factorio Space Age. While we go and sit here waiting for more rockets to be fired off of Anonymous to the space platform to get all these things we want, we can do a few things over here. We need to make at least a few more quantum processors if we want to make some other stuff. Let's just go through in this direction. Quantum processors. That's the other two quantum processors. We get fusion reactors, portable fusion reactors, and the railguns, which I already did. Mostly looking for the portable fusion reactors. So we need all the stuff that requires, essentially. The question is, can we get all the stuff that requires here? First up, we need 500 quantum processors if we're going to make 2 of these for the suit. We got space for 2 of them. What's the power capacity of this? 2.5 megawatts to 750 kilowatts for the portable fission reactor. That's quite a bit more. We could almost probably just do 1 and have space in the suit for more things. That's an option. Having 2 could be good though. I could start with 1. We have this currently. A couple batteries. If we take out one of these, we'd have space for 2 more legs in the current setup. So, that'd be quicker. I'd be fine with that. Alright, pretty quick. That's okay. We need to just start with 1. Currently, these guys are finishing up what they can with what we've given them to use. We still have some tungsten carbide, all this steel, and all this superconductor, carbon fiber. Just needs a few additional processing units placed in. And if we make a couple of extra quantum processors, it's not terrible either. But that is not the only thing we need. We also need some of the tungsten plates, supercapacitors, carbon fiber, and fusion cells. The plates and capacitors we should have in this pile up here. Yep. Get some more plates. Not too many more of these plates. 250 of those? Got enough to make all of the railguns we wanted. So, it's good enough for me. And a few more in here, too. Okay. It's all very available supplies, essentially. We also need fusion power cells, though. And how do we make those? Needs holmium, lithium, ammonia, cryogenic plant. I mean, pretty doable, obviously. And just have that go. Just need to hook it up to somewhere with ammonia and give it some lithium plates and holmium plates. Here's some ammonia. Right here. Let's go anywhere else. Let's hook it up here even. So we don't have more concrete right now, so it's gonna have to be somewhere we can actually just hook it up to it. Just in this solar panels. We can move those around if we want to. Cryogenic plants. There you go. It's gonna not be frozen. Fusion power cells. Take that. Change up the piping. Make some more regular pipes. No ammonia in it. We don't have a lot of excess ammonia to really be doing this, but it's another thing we can fix here. This power pole. Get a box to put the other things in. How many of these do we really need? Only making maybe 1 of these. 10 fusion power cells. Not terrible. It's gonna need 10 holmium and 50 lithium plates. We still have some holmium plates in here. Good. And go get some lithium off of this belt. There you go. Easily enough. There you go. There you go. And then we need something taking these out, I guess. Space for that in the current setup? Not really. I'll have another box. And that is frozen. Okay. Take them out manually. Come put it over here. We're making a whole bunch of these. That'd be more of a concern. We're really not, though. If we wanted to actually make a whole fusion power system here, it's definitely something we maybe could do. We need more tungsten plates. A lot more tungsten plates. And could we use it here? Consumes ketone cold. Just completely. Doesn't even give any hot left. Makes plasma. And that makes the 15 hot also. Okay. Consumes plasma. This generates plasma, consumes that. This consumes plasma, makes that. Fusion generator, fusion reactor. Okay. Fusion power cells create plasma. Wild. Potentially do something with that. Anyways, what are you guys out of now? Still out of these? Because we brought them through. Now they're good. There you go. And then we go in the box. We take these out. Make a portable fusion reactor. If we want to make more of these exoskeleton legs, we would need electric engine units, which is not the easiest thing to get here. We could request additional electric engine units to come with the rocket. That's something we're too worried about. I think just one of these would be fine for now. Total power and all that. Let's put that here. Let's put the other one here, I guess. We got enough we could definitely make the second one. I don't think it's super necessary. Just fly around all the time, 100%. If we're using more power-intensive setups, it's more like lasers and stuff, and fighting things, perhaps a second one would be beneficial to have. We have it here right now. We got the technology. Might as well. Maybe. I don't think we have the tungsten plate for it, though. Look at the storage situation here. There's 50 more somewhere. Just don't have the tungsten plate to really even make that, so never mind. Let's throw that there. Other stuff up here for now. A variety of stuff. We're gonna be shipping all these railguns off planet here once we're ready. Get in here, get the concrete. Okay. So yeah. If we wanted to try to get this going here, we would need a lot more tungsten plates and more stuff to make the quantum processors and superconductors, and even more tungsten plates. All this information can only be crafted here, and it just uses fluoroketone and the fusion power cells, so unless we're missing something, I don't know how you'd actually be able to do that anywhere else. Getting the cold stuff, we don't really get from taking the hot stuff. hot stuff needs the fluorine. So, kind of locked, as far as I can tell. Might be possible to get that set up here. Again, if we had all the additional supplies, actually use it. Because once it gets up and running, once we make the things, all it needs is the power, fusion fuel cells, and just cycle between the flow ketone and the hot. Just keep making more of the flow ketone. The flow ketone does require the lithium, requires the holmium plates. So it's not like a perfect solution here at all. Anything like that. If I wanted to do just regular nuclear power, could make it rocket capacity 1. No big chunk there. Output of 40 megawatts. Neighbor bonuses, we got more of those. But then that would require having the uranium fuel cells, which needs iron and uranium. And uranium, we can't really get other places too. So in terms of trying to make a self-sufficient station here for traveling around, not really great for the power situation. Gets much, much worse as we continue further out with the solar panels. We got the whole space map of going way, way out here. Solar power 1% at the solar system edge. Shattered planet still 1%. So 60 times less solar power. That becomes unviable, obviously. But if we're doing that, really becomes, has to be nuclear. But we have to make sure we bring up enough nuclear fuel in order to survive as long as we intend to survive. Which is obviously easier said than done. How much power are we even using here? We go to larger peaks here, up to like 22 megawatts. Any higher than that? Not really. These are peaking at 19. These are 22. It's a work in progress. 10 hours. This averages, or it says peaks, so it's averaged over some amount of time. All merged, all separate. Oh, these kind of qualities. Never mind. We still haven't done any quality stuff. That also could be something of value. Like 22 megawatts here. Consumption really it's not gotten that high. 10 maybe. So one nuclear reactor honestly might be enough. Just interesting to say. We would need to get the fuel in and then the depleted uranium fuel out. Rocket capacity of a whopping 10 fuel cells. Timing would definitely be the problem with that. Cargo bay. Gonna move you out of the way. Move a couple solar panels. We're also going to need a water system for that. Let's see here. Can we even place that on here? I assume so. Rocket stuff. Nuclear reactor. Place it here. Fast inserter. In and out. And we got the heat pipes, which we are actually bringing up here so we can actually use some of those. What kind of ratio between one nuclear reactor and one and some amount of turbines would it be? And also, can we place the steam turbines in space? It's just, we got water. We got water in pipes. We heat up the water in the pipes, makes the steam turbine, it spins, and this launches the excess into space, I guess. Creates electricity. Max output 5.82 megawatts. So, call it 5. Need like 8 to use up all the nuclear reactor business. We also need heat exchangers. See if there's anything that says we can't have these somewhere. Uses heat energy to turn water into steam. Consumes water. Max consumption. Minimum temperature. Output. Temperature. Selling fluid. Steam turbine. Oh. Over here for our nuclear stuff. We got 1 to 2. Which seems fine. There's a similar-ish setup up here. If we had space for it. We don't need the solar panels if we're just making all the power from this way, though, so that's probably fine. Some heat exchangers. You figure out how to get water up here. It's gonna be a separate problem. 1. Yep. Steam turbines themselves are fairly large. What if we put them just across like this? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Heat exchangers just in this way. Heat pipes. This. Yeah, the heat's gonna get up to there. It's gonna be great. Can go to a few more of these, I guess. Doesn't make a difference. Oh, these are here now. Hello, steam turbines. Did I request you? Specifically requested it. Okay. They'll come when they're ready. I just need to get water up to here. We have pipes and stuff. We got pipes and stuff. Yeah. So you got water here. Can make this happen. A little bit of underground action. Underground water pipes. And then a water pipe here. So we need to go under and through here. Under and through here. And over to here. Great. Here's a pipe. Here's a pipe. And then we need underground for all this, obviously. Still can be grabbed by all the things that need to grab stuff. That's great. It's going to bring some of this water out to the heat exchangers, which are now also here. I just need a nuclear reactor. Not enough to fill one rocket. Nuclear reactor. Do we have a nuclear reactor available? We made some of them here. Right here. Over here. They're going. Might need another one, though. We have the thing that makes nuclear reactors. Presumably. Used up a lot of copper here. It's fine. Where would we have a nuclear reactor maker? Been a while since we've done much here at Novice at all. So. See SB icons on map. Drop all the other icons. What do we got? Pipes and stuff. Robots. There's a nuclear reactor maker. What do you lack? Concrete. I turn on the concrete. It makes a nuclear reactor. Let's put it in this box. And Stas can put in this box once it's filled up with nuclear reactors. There you go. That takes care of that. Okay. Something like that. See the robots on the map. Look at them going. Real signals, USB icons, show pipelines. You can see the pipes on the map. Showing pipelines is a little excessive. Here's the rocket silos. Cool. At any rate, lots of different information to be had here. So now we can make some nuclear reactors. That'll come up here. It's gonna get warm in space, presumably. The amount of radiating the energy out should be fine. We got the heat pipes. These will turn on. These will get powered. We should be okay with the current state of things. We have all of the inserters going crazy, putting things in all at the same time. Have more of these all going. Let's see. Currently, not exactly low on copper out here. It's also fine. It's not making a whole bunch of extra copper ore currently, because the iron is in the way. Making some carbon and sulfur. Full on ice. Slightly lacking in calcite, but not to a problematic amount. Going through here, going through here. It's full. If it's just getting thrown away. We need something for throwing away the other ones here. The carbon eventually gets turned into like explosives and stuff. It's mostly working. How goes the launching all the things system? Running out of anything? Waiting to launch a rocket. Automatic guys coming to bring some stuff. It's going. Waiting to launch rocket. Launching rocket. Waiting to launch rocket. Waiting to launch rocket. It's full of things ready to go. Request some space platforms. It's waiting. What are you waiting for? Oh, there's the nuclear reactor. Guess we also need to send up some fuel here. Probably a smart plan. Question is, how long would it last also? Uranium fuel cells. High capacity of 10. What are they stacked to? High capacity 50. This is going to be the main source of power here. So you definitely have plenty of it. Let's get some uranium fuel cells. Bring up like 200. Get that going. We're lacking in rocket fuel down on Novice, apparently. Really? Yeah, there's just not very much rocket fuel here. That's also going to make it take a little bit to make the rocket parts. Let's track this back here. See if we can make some more rocket fuel. That's one of the limiting factors here. We need to get more rocket fuel to launch the rockets, and then also to bring over to Kilo to launch the rockets that we want to be launching with that. This all comes back down to this situation, where we got light oil, heavy oil. This petroleum gas is just full. Just stopping these from going for a little bit. So we could crack more. I mean, we can't crack more the other way. We need to not crack as much light oil. Option to make that happen. allow these to stop. And that should use up less of the light oil. And that can be used for making solid fuel more. Maybe shortage. All this heavy oil, which we can still be cracking. Put it onto light. So much heavy. Still waiting to dump the petroleum here. Can add additional storage tanks. So have to be more storage for petroleum right now. Like, not the perfect plan by any means, but still. If it gets petroleum out of the way for a little bit here, that's what I really need it for. Okay. What's gonna come deal with that? There they are. Turn off all these. Okay. And now, get more space for all the petroleum gas. Just a concerning amount of petroleum gas. And there we go. All this can go in here. Fluid green storage is working. Fluid green storage is working. Doing the best I can. Where else is this light oil is heading to? Making the rocket fuel also. Okay. Doing that. It's all going. Is it going as fast as it can here? Working. Not quite. Doing about as good as it can here, though. Now, that looks like more solid fuel being made. That's looking good. We have plenty of space for more petroleum gas. More solid fuel. Means more rocket fuel. And it's all gonna work out. In theory. How's it going up here? Temperature increasing. It's burning a fuel cell. Just have to dump the used fuel cells when we're done with them, I suppose. That's something. Okay. Yeah, so this gets up to the required heat. It's all gonna work. How long does this really last? Insertion limit 5, that's fine. Fuel value 8 gigajoules. It's definitely a timing thing. We get more power by having more reactors next to each other. But in total, there's not actually a huge amount of stuff up in this entire area. So, from what I could see, 1 should be okay. Then getting 1% value out of the solar panels is fine. It's not going to make a big difference compared to all these turbines here. Just need to get some more power going. We live on planet 2. I guess that's also a question. These, are they in a box? Can we take them and bring them places? Mostly I've not needed that. It's just all on a big old belt here. It goes to where it needs to go and gets put into all of these. So I suppose we need a box here. Do we have coverage over here? Not exactly. Okay. So this is the construction range. This is the logistics range. So we need to add in additional roboports to make this be able to get over to here. Well, that should be in boxes somewhere. Let's see if we can make this happen. Right here. Missing for construction. Okay. Roboports. Should have something making those somewhere. Let's just not be putting them into boxes that we can use. This is why you get a provider box that does just every possible thing. Then you're good. Roboports, roboports. And I got here do this. Making rocket stuff. Sounds fair. Robots, roboports. This is a passive provider chest of roboports. It should be possible. I guess we just need to place it in such a way that we connect the roboports to where the robot. Did they do it? They got there. They're just having a hard time of it for a little bit. And we're gonna need one more here to be able to get to where this is gonna be. 22. We're on planet 2. I should find some just in boxes, I suppose. Anyways. Need another roboport here. In order to get this finished working. There's so many things. Personal roboport. Roboport. Okay. Place that over. It's gonna need to be lower here. Right about here. Okay. Then we will make this put into a passive provider chest. I don't think we need too crazy of amount of this. That'll be good. Here's this. Another roboport. It's all connected. Some interesting powered lines here. That part's not connected to this part, but it is connected through over here. Over to here and over to here. It's also connected up around this way. It's definitely a network we have here. My goodness. Anyways. This is on power. That would help. You need to wait for a robot to bring a medium power pole across the entire area here. After that, we should have some nuclear fuel cells. Uranium fuel cells. It's size of 50. I don't need more than that. I guess if we want to resupply quickly here. Okay. Let's go make more of these. That's gonna be great. Got boxes. They're basically entirely full of things. So let's eventually get down here. Assuming this whole thing doesn't get entirely backed up. Got other boxes full of other boxes of stuff. Yeah, these ones here, which is stuck on this one. Because one, the target is full entirely. The target's going to constantly be full because this is going to be full. The worst ones are getting through here. The worst are going to get through to here. This is putting it back on. And these are going to fall from here if they could, but they can't. This output is full. Then it goes under to here where it gets into this system. And then goes past through these, which are all mostly off, because the outputs are full. These kind. Definitely feeling a little bit kind of backed up here currently. Most of these are not really doing stuff right now. Might want to look into that. For right now, let's make a few more uranium fuel cells. That's okay. But yeah. Ideally, everything we get to where it needs to be. We got this one over here, which has only one. I'm trying to stop this from getting to here. Where's this going? This is up here in this box for some reason. Yep. Enrich, going this way, going this way, going this way. Under here can be made into stuff. We have plenty of enriched on the line. The only way we get the uranium-238 here is... what is this even doing? There's another box here that's putting it on there, I guess. So we've got these boxes here, which are mostly going to be full of all this. It's like the total of this is going to eventually come into here to make all these. That's a lot. Then any that comes from here. Anything else good to itself? These are all full. So not coming down onto this because this belt is full. This isn't going around here because this belt's full. These are going up through here. And then you can put into this box, which is also full. Target is full. Can be put into here if it can. This comes around to here, goes from here, goes nowhere. Except into this box. This could use a complete overhaul here, clearly. At any rate, we are getting fuel cell, not enough to fill a rocket. Still waiting on rocket fuel. On the way 0. Available on planet 500. Should be finishing that. I want to send a few more electric engine units so I can make those more legs. It's like 30 each. How many engine units going? 1, 50. I already have 400 on here. Well, that's nice. Alright, what are you doing with the rockets here? Waiting to launch rocket. What's my platform 2? What? There's 18. I'm requesting 200. What are you talking about? On the way to available on planet 0. It's literally in the rocket right now. 10 of these. Fuel cells here. Rocket inventory is 2. On the way 0. It's not connected. It's still not built this roboport, it doesn't have power. Okay. Very specific, the problems we have. Once this roboport gets power, that should connect all this. There you go. Bring one more medium electric pole. That activates the roboport, charging up. And that's going to connect to these. We have these. We have 800 of these already. Amazing. That'll keep us going for a little bit at least. Alright. And then here. On the way. On the way to finish that. These are on the way. These are on the way. That's nuclear. Up in here. 7. And then how many depleted? I've already gone through 4. Let's up this number a bit. We have a few of these. And rocket fuel is available. That should finish that. At the concrete, Got low density structures, more heat pipes, bit of steel. Electric engine units are here. Looking pretty good. Also, additional holmium plates and superconductors, because there you go. People on planet 900. Nice. More coming on the way from here. Finishing that. Should be great. Heat is up to 700. How's that looking? The output is full of steam. Consumption, available power, output 0. The solar panels are doing everything they need to be doing here. If we turn on more production stuff, then maybe these will turn on. It's working. Output is full of steam. Power output is 0 because it doesn't need to be. Let's start doing stuff. Having this heat up will be fine. We were doing okay with the amount of solar panels we had, so changing the solar, removing some of the solar panels right now is not a problem. When we get further out, it's going to be more necessary. We can also add additional sets here for rock switching. That'd also be good. We even kind of just turn this off. Well, we don't need the power. Quickly drops down, though. Might be just to keep it heated. We always keep sending up more. Assuming we park it here, obviously. Oh, yeah. A few more launches to keep this going. See roughly about the time the one fuel cell works here. Could determine how many we want to actually send up. For the most part, I would say it's working. Got 8,000 rockets, all the other stuff we could hope for. About time. To bring all this, Metrokilo. Drop it down. Make another rocket silo here. Launch the railguns one at a time. And then myself out of here. And then we should be good. Railgun turret. Rocket capacity 1. Unfortunate. That's why we're making a second rocket silo. So that should be good. Next time. Goodbye.